on, guys? And welcome back to another episode of The Green Zone, the most elevated sports podcast. If you guys like what we got going on here, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Be a friend, tell a friend, share it with someone, pass it along to them, and drop something in the comment. Give us some ideas of what you guys want us to talk about in the future, or if you guys liked what we're talking about here, let us know down there. We'd love to hear what you guys think. Now, let's get into the episode. We are live. Welcome back to another one. We're back talking the Baltimore Ravens. They were what, number one overall in the AFC last year? They were the number one all seed, 13-4, led by Lamar Jackson. I got joining me once again. You know him, you love him, the man AB. How you doing, bro?
Yes, sir, bro. We back in here about to talk about damn near my Ravens because
Yeah, I mean, shit,
it
you
ain't
pretty
your
high on them.
Ravens, so.
You've been high on Lamar, been high on the Ravens. They might as well be like your second team in the AFC. Initial thoughts on the Ravens this year. How are you feeling? Did they get better? They get worse? What's your initial off-season feel on the Ravens?
Man, Ravens stayed the same. They're not doing too much for me. Lamar still got questionable weapons.
Mm-hmm.
He still hasn't gone over top to where it's like, all right, I got enough people where it don't even matter what the scheme is. We just got guys that could get open. Odell was a signing last year. What did Odell do? Odell on the Dolphins not even playing still. So Zay Flowers is nice, and he showed up last year, but you want somebody just as good or better than Zay Flowers across from him, and that's really what's going to work. So if Zay Flowers is your number one, I'm still not liking the Ravens going over top, but you already know they a grinded out type of team. They're going to win 11 games. I'm about there, maybe 11, 12 games, be in the top 4 seed in the AFC. And my prediction for the Ravens this year, I don't see them going to the Super Bowl again because I just feel like they didn't really do much. They ain't do nothing crazy. We got they defensive head coach that went crazy last year, so I feel like there'll be some regression right there on defense. But I'm high on Lamar. You already know. In my opinion, it's Patrick Mahomes and nobody else. Then it's Lamar.
Yeah.
And about Joe Burrow, maybe Josh Allen, and then nobody else. And then you can continue whatever you want to do. So that's how I look at it. And in that bunch, I got Lamar before Joe Burrow and Josh Allen and shit. And
for
anybody else. So you say for sure you agreeing with that now? Because once upon a time, you wasn't fucking with my take on Lamar. You didn't think he was
No, remember? No. Actually, it was the opposite. You convinced me on Lamar with your take. You don't remember that?
Okay. You see, I be forgetting. I be I'm already.
Yeah, no. Danny and I both agreed that you gave your take. We're like, shit, you make a very valid point. Yeah, so we hopped on the bandwagon with Lamar last year. The thing is with Lamar, I think because he's such a different style quarterback, he doesn't necessarily need the most high-powered wide receiver weapons, and I think the route that they went with and deciding to go to get Derrick Henry and have them give him a power back, to really give that offense the next level push when it comes to the running game is definitely what's going to set them over the top. You think about it, Derrick Henry's what, 6'4", 6'5", 250, 260, 270, somewhere around there. Big freight train of a guy. Lamar's the opposite, right? So you get two different runners in the same backfield and you don't know who's taking the ball. That's just, we've never really seen this before, even with Vic or, any running style quarterback. It's going to be an offensive scheme, hopefully, if they design it right, that we've never seen before. That's my opinion. I just think it could carry them through, it could be this new version of an offense that is just uniquely sent to them that carries them through the playoffs. And if, as long as they don't fucking do what they did last year and start focusing on the pass game to try to beat them, this could be magical.
Man, but imagine having those two backs, that threat, and just one other receiver. It's because they could afford it, is what I'm trying to say. Imagine you signed D-Hop last year or somebody else, or you just went out in free agency and did something or made a little trade. I'm not saying go for a T. Higgins because you're not trying to give up no 1 or 2 first-round picks and pay somebody 30, 40 million. But it's guys out there to where you could have felt like your depth around Zay Flowers is nice. That's just an extra threat because last year is the first year in that Todd Monken offense, and you seen Lamar. He was in there. If you watch the Ravens last year, they always gonna run the ball, but the precision that Lamar threw the ball with. Like it was not a lot of picks. When he threw picks, it was like straight
Yeah.
up just bad throws. But in terms of like the scheme, like it was hitting, and like it was like he was getting comfortable as the year went on. He was getting better and better at the scheme, getting more accurate and like throwing the ball, and kind of had decent weapons, and then lost Mark Andrews and all of that. So he was just kind
I
of
don't know about fucking Mark Andrews.
exactly. So going back to just he just carrying the team and just like willing everybody and doing all of that shit. Like he need a year to where he could sit back and just throw dots, bro. Like Lamar can do that, but that's not how they want to build their team. So I guess we just gonna keep waiting.
I take back what I said. I mean, I don't know if you heard me when when you were talking, but I said they could have got DeHaan Dotson. Like that would have been a great fucking pickup for them to have another wide receiver weapon for third round pick. You know what I mean?
I
Like
think he's solid. I don't think he a game changer. I don't think he like moves the
you don't
needle
need a
for the
game changer.
Ravens.
You don't need a game changer. You were even saying because if you want a game changer, you're going to give up that first round pick. You were saying that's not necessary. You know what I mean? You'd want a guy like shit who could
There's
be.
there's there's a guy that's better than Jahan that's not as good as T Higgins. That's the guy that I want. I don't have it in my head right now, but in between that, like it's like I don't need him to be a T Higgins, but I
You
need
know
him to
who
look
they
better
should
than Jahan.
sign? You know who they should sign? You're gonna kind of sleep. You're gonna not be happy with my opinion on this, but I think they should sign Hunter Renfro.
I'm not mad at that. That's not even a bad take. That's a guy that's like reliable on 3rd and 3,
Yep.
3rd and 4. Like you already know he gonna run
Mhm.
his little route. Lamar can just float it out there. He's a guy that's so crafty that where it's like kind of backyard street ball in a way. Just
Yep.
get open. All right, now I'm rolling around. He
Which
can
is
do all of that.
exactly
That's a
what Lamar
see. It's
plays.
like I need me like a you said like a Hunter Renfro. There's another guy just like Hunter, or maybe a little better than Hunter. If you got
Hunter's
you
on find.
no,
Hunter's
no,
on
that's what
find.
I'm saying. He's good. So I'm saying you sign him if the Ravens is coming in with Hunter Renfro, Zay
Yeah.
Flowers, another
Yeah.
maybe a big body guy or another guy that kind of got his own skill set, maybe like a MVS. Now MVS obviously might have got hurt, whatever. I like MVS just because of that speed, and he got that game changing speed to where a couple plays a game he might get loose type of thing. But it's like if you had a more balanced receiving core, then I'm a little more excited because I'm like, yeah, we gonna pound the rock, but every time we pass, we can throw the ball. Because I'm not
Hey,
high on Bateman. You might be
we
high on
forgot
Bateman, but I
we
ain't high
forgot
on.
about Isaiah Likely too.
Yeah, but Isaiah Likely is a tight end, bro. It's like
Bro, tight end's the new meta. He and the way he plays, he's almost Travis Kelsey esque. Like he's obviously not that good,
he
but
a receiving
it's
tight end.
that.
So you can say he a
Yeah,
receiving
yeah,
tight
yeah,
end.
yeah. Exactly. And you combo that with Mark Andrews, and then you have Zay Flowers, and then like you said, you add Hunter Renfro as another wide receiver. I mean, their team, that offense is not. Like, there's something there. You know what I mean? Like
No, I something there, but it's like I just feel like they didn't do coming off of last year. That offense just sounds like it would be just as good as last year's offense. It don't sound like it got way better.
without Mark Andrews, he wasn't there most of the year.
Right? You right?
So
Yeah, he back now.
it's like you honestly kind of get what you were asking for. Where because the thing is, what Derrick Henry is not touted for is he is a good like pass catching back. He's very 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 good at doing it. He's just not seen as like that type of guy. You know what I mean? That changes almost everything for their offense because he can be versatile, and then you have all these weapons across the board, given health, of course. But I think they could be the most versatile offense of the whole NFL. They might open it up. Let's get into it because I want to get into the what you smoking on. So the new segment we do. I need to like. Have you ever seen the Rich Eisen show?
Nah, I don't be watching the Retired Show, but I know what it is.
Yeah, he has like segments and they have like little like drops or whatever. I need to create one for
Yeah.
them. What you smoking? I don't know how to do that, but we'll figure it out one day. So what you smoking on? I'm gonna talk about what I'm smoking on. I've been smoking on some Clementine all day from Sunsmoke, some Clementine rosin outdoor. And we also part of the segment we want to give some wild takes. Because nigga, we gotta ask what you smoking on. So Av, what you smoking on? What's your wild take for the Ravens?
For the Ravens, I don't know that my wild take is on the Ravens, but my take
We're gonna do one each episode, so
it got to be on the Ravens
or their division.
or the division.
Yeah,
Hmm. My wild take on the division, if this take got to be wild, right?
yeah.
Is
They could
Justin
actually.
Fields is going to get the starting quarterback job
Okay.
because we gonna see week 3. I don't know if the game already happened, but I'm gonna watch it later. I feel like Russell Wilson not gonna do what he's supposed to do. They gonna give it to Justin Fields. He gonna come out and struggle. and it's gonna look they're gonna have lower expectations. Steelers end up winning the division.
Wow.
Baltimore comes second because somewhere in there they're gonna have a little lull where they're not winning games. Maybe somebody gets hurt that they
Damn.
need. Um, and I think the Steelers win that division. I still take the Ravens to go further in the playoffs. I want to say it'd be one of them times where like you win and it's like the other team in your division, you end up playing them in like the first round type of thing. I can see the Ravens beating the Steelers in the
Sure.
playoffs.
Yeah.
That's my take. That's my prediction. I got Steelers winning the division, Ravens beating them. I got the Browns beating Booty Browns. I got the Bengals kind of just bangling. I don't know if where Jamar Chase is at because you already know they own her cheap as fuck. So I
Yeah.
don't think he gonna bust out the pockets and pay him
No.
35, 36 million a year. So
It's
they
fair.
might struggle a little bit. I don't know about Joe Burrow is nice, but like every year he gonna have that game where he throw 3 interceptions and we gonna be like, hey, what the fuck you doing, Joe? And then he might get hurt a couple games. So I feel like that happens again. It repeats itself. And
Yeah.
I'm not high on Deshaun because he probably getting massages right now. So who knows? We
No, I
got
agree. Deshaun, I honestly think if I'm going to give a hot take on the Browns, because we're actually not going to do an episode on them, I was going to say DTR will be their starting quarterback by the end of the year. Let my boy Flang it go Bruins.
off of injuries or off because Deshaun just wasn't doing what he's supposed to be doing.
One or the other. Just one
Man,
way or the other.
if it's off of injuries, yeah, I can see it. But
I think Deshaun gonna be sitting because he gonna be fucking it up. Anyways, my hot take on the Ravens is Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry will combine for 2,800 rushing yards.
2,800 rushing yards.
28, 14 each if you average it. They're about to run
That's not
all
even a
up
wild
and
take though, because I could see Lamar go for a band easy. He do his band.
sure,
He do
because
his
and
band
then
easy. He do. I say I'm giving Lamar 11, right? If we say we just give
sure,
Lamar 11, that means Derrick Henry got to go and go get 16, 17. All right, that's
17.
hot. That's hot. I don't
Yeah,
see
you know
that
what I
happening.
mean.
That's hot.
That's tough because then you got to split the carries too. There's only
Yeah,
so much
and
time
Derrick
in
Henry is
between.
not that. He's not that 25 a game carry guy no
Mm-hmm.
more. They're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
giving him like 12, 17 on a good day. So that's hot, but it's not gonna happen.
Niggas be asking what you smoking on because that's wild, but I could see it. I'm that high on the offense.
Yeah, of course you that high because you've been smoking that whatever shit
I've
that
been
you was smoking.
I've been
That's
smoking all
why.
day, dog. Well, I've been waiting for you. You know what I mean? I woke up, I was watching some football. I was like, this nigga gonna hit me up around 2. I can get kind of high right now, and I didn't. And then he hit me up around 2, and then I was like, all right,
But
well, I got
yeah,
some time. I'm gonna get a little higher, and I got a little higher, and next thing you know, I'm higher than usual. But
yep. It's not a coincidence that you went 28 and 2,800 high.
we
Now,
wildin', bruh. We
up to
wildin'.
then,
Just
yep.
wait till you give my take on the predictions, because there's something I'll get into like where I think they're gonna. We'll get into it when we talk about it at the end, but it's a little out there. They didn't do a ton in the offseason. Re-signed Kyle Van Noy, Justin Matabuke, and Josh Johnson as backup quarterback. And then they got Derrick Henry, we talked about. We lost Dalvin Cook. I mean, who gives a shit? Dalvin's kind of washed at this point.
I mean, the defense though, you got Kyle Hamilton. He gonna be better just
Yes.
off the bat, and he's a superstar.
Yep.
Then you got, I want to say they re-signed. Did they re-sign Geno Stone? I think they re-signed Geno Stone, and he had a whole bunch of interceptions last year. But
Mm-hmm.
then you got the rookies coming back. I don't know if you know about the rookie pass rushers they have. They got a whole rotation of them. And you remember the guy out of Michigan that they drafted, but he was hurt, so he didn't really play his first year. He's
He's coming
coming
back.
back for the first year where
Yeah.
he's gonna have a real full healthy year and a full offseason. You
Yeah.
got Faye Owe, who I'm just high on. Like he nice. He one of them dudes that came out of Penn State and damn near ran a 4.4. He's a nice pass rusher. Like he ain't no Micah, but he's in there. It's like they got an interchangeable rotation right there, pass rush. And you already know the Ravens defense is good for it. Like
You
they saw
forgot two. You
Roquan.
forgot two massive players too to talk about.
I mean, you got
Roquan,
Roquan.
and
I
then
ain't done. I'm giving you that. You got Roquan coming back. You feel
yeah,
me?
coming
So
back. He gonna be dominant. You already know that. He got paid last year.
yep. So that defense is locked in. You already know if the Ravens is good for one thing, it's defense. You got Marlon coming back on another year healthy.
Yeah, that's
So I think
Marlon.
they solid.
Marlon, I think doesn't get enough credit in the NFL. He's top 5. He might be top 1 or 2. Like he is one of the best. As long as he's healthy, that dude just makes fucking plays. Bama
He balls. He
cornerbacks,
ain't
dude.
top one or two though. But he balls. There's too many
Bama
good right now.
cornerbacks. It's Bama cornerbacks, bro. They all over the place, bro. That's the way to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit. And then yeah, let's see. But yeah, draft picks too. Who we talking about? They got C.J. Wiggins out of Clemson, Roger Rosegarten out of Washington for tackle, Adisa Isaac, edge out of Penn State, Devontae Walker, who we'll get into, fourth. I forgot we were talking offense. Should talk about him. Fourth round pick 113 out of UNC, and then TJ Tampa, the dude who fell in the draft, was supposed to be. He was at the projected like number. Can't even remember. He fell fast in the draft though, but he was picked round 4, 130 out of Iowa State. Devontae Walker, for those who don't know, was a wide receiver who originally played at UNC, transferred to uh, NC State, I think it was, and then transferred back to UNC. And because of that, technically he was supposed to sit out, but I don't think he ever played a game for NC State. So it was kind of like NCAA just being a bunch of pricks. So he didn't get to play last year. He was supposed to be Drake May's number 1 overall target. And then he finally got reinstated like very late into the year. So he got to show a little bit of what he had, but he really didn't get to fully show overall what he is as a wide receiver. Amazingly talented, very fast, high powered playmaker. Getting him in the 4th round was a steal because he was projected when we were talking about him last year to be a 1st or 2nd round overall pick. So I think they stole him in the draft. He is a weapon that I think could be an actual
What kind of
legitimate,
player is he though? You got to give me the breakdown. Is
tall,
he
big. He's 6. I want to say he's long, lengthy wide receiver. He's like, what's a comp for him? He's almost like a more athletic Michael Pittman.
is he twitchy? So he twitchy, he fast, he got bounce.
Fast. He's kind of got that. Yeah. You know, Pittman's more of like he doesn't really have that like next level athleticism.
Yeah, yeah,
This is
yeah.
what Devontae has. And he's a deep threat, big guy. Go up, get the ball, 50-50
But what
maker.
about his like run after catch? He a yak guy or he not really a yak guy?
Didn't really get to see it too much.
Okay.
We got to see more on the other side, but he can run. He's fast. I mean, we can. I'd have to pull up his times, but he just was given a fucking bad end of the stick.
But yeah, no, guys like that always come out of nowhere. Like that's what shit. You said you don't be playing fantasy, but that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for the waiver wire to go crazy. You already know you always gonna find a
You
guy
want to
like
hear his 40 time?
what's his 40?
4.36.
Oh yeah, he could go. He could
Yeah,
go.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And you
yeah.
said he a bigger dude too.
Yeah.
Yep, he could go.
He finted to be a playmaker, bro. Like I'm. It was just unfortunate we didn't get to see him because I was very high on UNC because of him, and then
Is he
obviously
healthy? He playing in the preseason? I gotta check him out.
I don't know if he did much in the preseason. We have to check out his stats. I honestly I've been kind of sleeping on the preseason a little bit. I need to get back into it. I watched the Colts to watch some highlights, but work's been fucking wild, so you fall off a little
Yeah.
bit sometime. So I'll have to check it out, but I think he has a chance, especially with all the other weapons that they have available. It gives him a chance to kind of make some plays. We'll see what happens in it. Do you have any other insights or words of wisdom on their other draft picks?
I mean, I like Nate Wiggins because he was a corner that I was looking at. Like, if he fell to the Seahawks at a certain kind of place, I wouldn't have been even mad if we got him. But we did great in the draft. We did what we were supposed to do. But yeah,
Yeah,
Nate Wiggins is nice. You pair him up with Marlon, like you said, and I think the Ravens always just got kind of good corners that's like strong, that'll tackle, that'll play.
sure.
Like the Ravens is gonna be a solid team. Like I don't think we're gonna look at the Ravens and be like, all right, they fell off. I
No,
just don't think that they took another crazy next step. But we're gonna see. I hope Derrick Henry puts them over the top, but I don't really see it. I see him losing either in the 2nd round or if they get to the AFC Championship, I see them if they play the Chiefs again. I don't see how they
losing
can
there.
go toe to toe with the Chiefs because I don't even think they got the Chiefs A game last year.
Shit. Speaking before we get into the record predictions, where do you think the Chiefs are going to three-peat this year?
That was gonna be my take, but you said it in the division. I think we're seeing a 3-peat, bro.
Yeah.
I
Well, one
think they
thing
toying with us.
I feel like we're also being set up for disappointment where they'll like I think it's gonna happen too, but I also could see like a big flame out in the playoffs. Like something just happens and it's just like ugh, you know what I mean?
I
Like
mean, it's
just
football.
ruins the
Anything
mystique.
can happen.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a feeling this could be a different team winning it this year. It's just, but I kind of want to see the 3P. I think people are hating on the Chiefs and shit, but it's like you're watching greatness in motion. Like at that time that we will never see again, and you can look back at this point in your life and be like, I was there and I got to watch that and I watched it all the way through. You know what I mean? Appreciate it while it's
Yeah.
here. It's crazy to think about. It's fucking crazy to think about. Oh shit, Nevada scored. Um, Record predictions. Where do you think the Ravens are gonna fall?
I called it earlier. I think they're a top 3 seed. I say they
Okay.
win 11 games because I'm picking the Steelers to win the division, probably winning about 12 games. So
Okay.
I got the Ravens winning 11 games sliding right in.
Okay. I looked over the record. This might be a little out there, but I could see 13-4. I could really, if they stay healthy, I could really see 15-2. It's a tough record, but they also have like some games where they should win, like they're playing the Giants and like shit
15
like
and 2, they the number 1 seed. You got to go into the Super Bowl because you said the Chiefs ain't going to
that.
repeat. So
He That was the question I put. That was one of the important questions. Can Lamar get over the playoff hump? Um, I don't know. You've seen the nerves just over and over again when it hits the playoffs. That's where you could be, but he's been great. We've seen him be great all throughout the regular season. And then the playoffs hits, and it's just like they went 13-4. They were the best team in the NFL last year. Destroyed the Niners on fucking Monday Night Football, 43-9 or whatever, 40-9. Remember that shit?
yeah,
Um, So they still flamed out in the playoffs when like the Niners made it to the Super Bowl. Y'all didn't. So I don't think so. I don't think it's the Ravens. If I think like I think it's if it were to happen, not be the Chiefs, I have a feeling it'd be like some just wild team, like just kind of coming out of nowhere, or the Lions. I'm not very high on the Niners. I just think it's gonna be a different team. Lions or maybe like watch it be like obviously not the Colts, maybe like the Texans or like the Seahawks could be sneaky with it too, you know? Like even the Titans is another one where it's like shit. They figure out to put some magic together. Like playoffs comes, they hit maybe the Packers. Like, I don't know. I just think it's gonna be one of those years where we just won't fucking know until the very end. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking great. It's gonna be one of the best seasons of the year.
yep, for sure. Looking forward to it, man. I'm excited. I'm ready to go.
Fuck, what? 2 more weeks? Less than what? 10 days? Is it 10 days away? What's today? Today is the
The 24th, I think we get it
24th.
like first week of September. So yeah.
Shit, 11 days away. Or 12 days away because it's on the 5th. It's almost here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's almost fucking here. AB, any closing thoughts on the Ravens?
Yeah, I think I put it down. It's
Yeah,
it's it's not it's not a crazy different year for the Ravens in my
no.
in my opinion. So
I could see that. I could see it. I understand. Yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say on them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys like this content, if you want to talk more Ravens, let us know. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll be doing some record predictions or season predictions or some season talk next time. No, not next time. We still got the Chiefs, I think, and the Cowboys. Peace. Go smoke some fucking weed.